Hey guys, welcome. We are trying our first live family paint night. So I have taught a lot of paint nights over the years to adults, children, family, etc. So this is one of the simple one I've done with kids. It's really easy, but it can also be done by adults, especially if you're a beginner. And you can also modify it to make it as difficult as you want to. Hey, Veronica. So the important thing is to just have fun. Even if you don't have a canvas, you can have your kids do it on cardboard. You can have your kids do it on paper. You can have your kids go over an old canvas. You can have them like anything, really. All right. So I know we all kind of need more activities to do with our kids. I'm just getting the chat box pulled up so I can answer any questions. And I really would love your feedback afterwards on how you liked this and also on the timing of this. Now I am in my house. I'm in what would be my dining room if it wasn't a film area. So my family's all home. And so expect, some noise, probably people walking by. If the kitten comes in, I'll make sure she says hi. So hello, everybody. And I will be right here. All right, this is what we're painting. It's really simple. You can use any colors and any kind of acrylic paint. I generally use Craft Smart paint for my paint nights because they're fun and easy, and why not? So let me know in the chat box who is ready to get started. Say me or yes. And even if you're just watching, that's fine. I just want to make sure that everyone that is actually painting along has their materials ready to go. Okay, good. Not ready? Okay, hurry up. Go, go, go. Get your stuff together real quick. This is also really easy to get caught up on, okay, if you're not fully ready. So I'm starting with my foam brush. Like I said, for this, you can use any paint brushes that you have. I like foam brushes because they're really easy to blend and to cover a large space. So it's usually what I use to do backgrounds. So I'm starting with some of the red, and I'm going to go across the top here. And let's say we're going to go down about 1.5 inches. If you want to, also, some people like to continue their design all the way around the side. You can absolutely do that. I tend to actually just usually paint mine black at the end, but it's totally up to you, whatever you like. Yeah, these tabletop easels I've gotten from Michael's. I've stocked up over the years, and I now have like 60 of them. If you go during their lowest prices of the season sale, which I think they actually have going on right now, they have like 70% off of their easels usually. So that makes them really cheap. And I just get a couple at a time. Okay, so while this is still wet and acrylic paint dries really fast, without washing anything, we're going to go in with our orange and we're going to overlap that. What we want is not stripes. We want blending. So if you go when it's still wet and you just overlap a little bit, that's what you get. You get a blend. So it goes from red down to orange. It's not my focus. If you are a little blurry, you need to go to your settings and you need to change how it is your quality. So they naturally put it the quality at like 240. You can change it all the way up, I think, to 1080. Okay. All right. So this is the orange. Now we're going to do the same thing with yellow. We're going to overlap that orange with yellow. And guys, let me know if this distance is okay. Or if for a future one, it might be better to have it a little bit closer. So your yellow needs to go down to at least about halfway. All right. You can go a little bit further if you want more sky and less water, then take it down a little bit further. Okay, there we go. So that is our entire sunset sky. And yeah, guys, if you're watching this later, of course, you can just follow along at your own pace. So at this stage, depending on what brush you're using, you might want to wash it. I'm not going to wash mine. I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to go right onto the water. So the whole thing on the water here, I'm doing with blue. So at the top here, same thing, I'm going right up to the yellow. It's going to be a little bit green because I just had yellow on my brush. That's okay because water is not all just one color. And I'm going to take the blue down to the end of the canvas. Here's a little trick if you're using an easel, just flip it around. That way you don't have to try to paint around the easel. So you're covering the rest with blue. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad you're all joining me. This has been a really crazy week. I'm supposed to be having my daughter's birthday party tonight, but that's not really happening. Well, oh well. And originally she was going to paint with me, but I think she got a little tired from all the homework. She did a lot of homework today. Okay. Awesome. We have our water. So now if you're a little more advanced, here's where you can kind of play around with the water. You can add some other colors in it. Like I'm going to show you if I put just a tiny bit of white on my brush and maybe go just against the side here, I can get some nice lighting, right? You can do this with some different colors too. Like if you really like purple, that can go great in the water. The cool thing about something like this too is that you can use any colors you want. It doesn't have to be a red and orange sunset. If you wanted, the whole painting could be purple. You could do just different tones of purple going down, for instance. It could also be green. It could be any colors you want. Okay? That's awesome, Brooke. Okay. So that's all I'm going to do on the lighting for the water right now. So I'm now done with my foam brush, putting that aside. And while everyone's getting caught up on that fully, I'm going to get a drink of water really quick. Give you guys a second to catch up in case you're not. Maybe I can find the kitten in my travels. 1 second. Kitten. Oh, she's in your room? Yeah, I just want to have her say hi to everybody real quick. And then you can have her back.
Let her know she's being held because
Okay.
she doesn't like being held.
Sir, yes, sir. All right. Kitten must say hi. Look, that's where everybody is. I can't tell if we're in the camera. Rusty's just chilling out on the couch right next to me. Okay, let's go back with Sierra. Thank you for cooperating. All right, here you go. Okay. Hey, Clara. Oh, good, you got to see the kitten. All right. I want these to be like really relaxed paint nights. Like it's not, this isn't going to be all formal and whatnot. All right. So we're going right on to the next step with our flat brush. So ideally you have a flat brush that's like 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. It doesn't have to be a flat brush, could be a round brush. And we're going to use some black. This is where we're going to make the mountains. So you can have them go, this is our kind of our guideline here, but you could have it go a little bit lower or a little bit higher. I'm actually going to bring mine down just a little bit lower. And you're going to make as straight a line as you can. If you have time to do this in stages, you know, make sure every layer is fully dried. All right, now for our mountains, what people commonly do is they go up, down, kind of like shark's teeth. which is definitely a method of doing it. But how I like to do it is have your hand go, and this is perfect for anyone who can't draw a straight line, because we don't want to draw a straight line. You're going to just shake your hand. Okay, so for some people this is really easy. We're going to just shake it like we can't really control it. Okay, and go down in the middle where our sun's going to be, and up at the sides. You can of course adjust it afterwards, like I want to add maybe a little bit of a bump right here. Okay, that gives you a nice kind of natural looking mountain that doesn't look like shark's teeth or waves. And that is just how I like to do it. All right, fill it in fully with black. Once again, if you're a little more advanced at this stage, you could add some lighting in here as well. We're not going to do that, but it is an option. And don't forget to continue it around the sides if that's what you're doing. I missed out a little bit up here with the sky. Yeah, I like the shake method. Everybody can do it. It's when you have to draw the nice thin lines that it's a little bit difficult. Okay, now for our sun, I generally use my finger. I find that's the easiest way to make a circle. So we're just going to go in here with some yellow and do our best to make a circle. That is literally about it with the sun. You can do this also with red or even with white if you wanted to. No issues there. Okay. I am going to bring you guys in a little bit closer. So the camera is going to shake for just a second. 1 second. And that is so you guys can see this a little bit better, because now we're getting into some smaller points. Okay. All right. Once again, first time trying this. Okay. So I'm going to at this point wash off this brush, or you could even just wipe it off. Of course, I didn't bring a cup of water, so I'm going to have to grab said cup. Okay. And also, guys, if you like this project and these kinds of videos, feel free to use that super chat function or the stickers or PayPal donations. Every little bit helps, of course. All right. We're going to add some lighting here under where our sun is. So that's why we do the sun first, and then we come back and do our lighting, because the lighting is going to go underneath where the sun is. So I'm going to take some white, and I'm going to go right underneath here, and kind of a little bit of a tornado vibe, but we're going to just go back and forth, back and forth. You don't need a lot of paint for this. Starting out larger up here, and then going down to the bottom where it gets a little bit smaller. On this, you can do as much or as little as you want. You can add other lighting on the water, or you can just leave it at that. Be careful if your mountains are still wet, of course. There we go. Got some lighting. And now for the sailboat. If you don't want a sailboat, you can just leave it at this. No harm in that. We're going on to the little detail brush. Okay. This is the part where it gets, you got to concentrate. So first of all, this is a small canvas. This is just an 8 by 10. So keep in mind what size your picture is. You're going to start with one as straight as you can line. This is where you do need to draw a sort of straight line with black. Okay? That's just straight up and down. Now we're going to make that into an L. And then we're going to close it into a triangle. All right. Right next to that, we're going to put another straight line as close to it as possible without touching. And same thing. Make it into a backwards L. And then close it up. Don't worry too much if they end up touching. You can always add in some blue to put your line back if you need to. That's okay. All right, now starting from the left-hand bottom corner, we're going to go right underneath that, once again, not touching, and do a line going just a little bit past the right-hand corner. And then we're going to give it a smiley face. Boom. Thank you, Brooke. You're awesome. Ah, thanks, Veronica. So when I do this with kids, I'm usually going a little bit slower, but we keep it moving fast because kids have short attention spans. I don't know how many kids are watching. Let me know in the chat box if your kids are watching or down in the comments. Then we're just going to fill this in with black. Once again, feel free to get fancy if you want. You want to add a little flag on there. You want to add a man fishing or something. Go for it. No issues. So it's not 100% perfect, but you know, it's a cute little sailboat. The only other thing on this that I like to do is with just a tiny bit of paint on your brush. Oh, that's awesome, Karen. Are your puppies painting with you? I like to go underneath here, and same thing as with the lighting. I'm going to kind of do a back and forth, just real light, to kind of give it a little shadow. And that should be about the size of your boat. So your shadow shouldn't be like really big. You know what I mean? Yeah, next time I will give you guys a little more of a heads up. I just got the idea to get this done today, and I thought it would at least be a good trial, even if we don't have too many people watching. But once again, please give me your feedback on what times work best for you, because I know there's a lot of East Coast people, so I have to kind of make it so that everybody's happy. All right, at this stage you can be done, or if you want to add some birds, I'm going to show you how I add birds. So how people usually do it is they do the McDonald's arch. We're not doing the McDonald's arch, okay? What we're doing is we're doing a line that is a little bit curved, just a little bit. And then we're going to cross over the bottom of it just a little bit and add another curved line, okay? Let me know if you guys can see that, or if you need me to go in a little bit closer, because I know that's a pretty small detail. Let me know. I'll just wait for you guys because I have a lag on my computer. Or if that was clear, we'll just go on and add some more birds. Yes, no, maybe? Okay, I'm going to go on for now. I'm going to add a please redo. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put this in even a little bit closer. It's going to shake just a second. And we'll do like 3 more of them, okay? All right. So you're going to have a little curved line. It's not curved like really a lot. It's not the McDonald's arch, right? And then crossing over just a little bit at the bottom here, another curved line, okay? This is still a really simple bird, but it's definitely a little more natural than the McDonald's arch version, or, you know, the whatever. There's a lot of different versions. Okay, and then I'll do one more here. You can do different sizes. You can do different, have them flying in different directions. So maybe this one over here, I'm going to do a bigger one, and he's going to be flying more down. Okay, that one's just closer to the camera. Okay, good. You can do so many other things. You can add palm trees. You can add a lighthouse. Okay, let's do a very quick. Oh, you messed it up. Oh, quick survey. Would you like me to add 1 palm tree? If so, I'll tell you how to paint a really easy, quick palm tree on here. If not, we're basically done. And that's about it. So quick survey, palm tree, yes, no, yes, no, yes, yes, yes. Okay, we got 3 yeses. That's good enough for me. All right, so I'm going to use the same brush. We're going to start at the bottom of the canvas. I'll make sure that everybody can see that. And in a skinny but curved line. Let's go up to the sunset here. So this one will probably cover up that bird because I wasn't anticipating adding a palm tree before. I'm going to now make it a little bit thicker. One thing really important with trees, start out small. You can make them bigger. You cannot make them smaller very easily, all right? And especially with palm trees, they're a skinny tree. So we don't need a fat line. So just start out with a skinny line from the bottom here that's curved, okay? Now to do the palm fronds, we're gonna go a little bit up and a little bit down. A little bit up, a little bit down. And this is in a curved fashion. I'm going to add some little ones down here. And now I'm going to do what's called feathering. Yeah, I'm adding a happy little palm tree here. So on the bottom here, you can do it on both sides, but you really only need to do it on the bottom. Have some lines that go kind of diagonally towards the end. And you're just feathering it. So you're going to do that on all of your lines. Okay. And that's just going to help fill in the tree. Well, we might see the bird a little bit after all. Bird's behind the palm tree. I'm going to add one more up here. It's just going to be a little short one. Feather it out. Feather it out. And that's really it. It's that simple. A bunny rabbit. I can see what I can do. I haven't taught a bunny rabbit one yet, but I think I probably can. I've done cats, owls, feathers or like leaves. I've done a whole bunch. So, all right, there's our palm tree. Last final detail, do not forget to sign your painting. I like to sign mine in the lower left-hand corner. You can write your whole name. You can put your initials. You can add the date, anything you want. And I'm going to now, well, you know what? I can move this easily. So we'll do a quick close-up here. I know, right? This is for the summer when we're all allowed to go out of our houses and go to Hawaii or something. So really simple. You know, some of these things might take practice, like the blending, I know can be a little difficult. The trees can be a little difficult, you know, so some things might take some practice, but pretty simple and something that most age levels can do. So if you missed this, or if you want to watch it again, or you missed part of it, go ahead and go back to the beginning and start over. And please let me know. Yeah, the right brushes can absolutely help, but you can modify any brush as long as you know how to use the brush well enough. You can do it with any brushes, really. So let me know down in the comments what time, and if there's a specific day that's best for you, like if this time works for you on Monday or Tuesday or something, we can schedule the next one and I'll let you guys know more ahead of time so you can have all your supplies and all your family ready and everybody ready to go. Otherwise, I will see you all next time.